Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drafting Delusions NASCAR podcast, the world's greatest NASCAR podcast. I am your host, Evan, and that is Jake, and we are going to talk about Chicagoland this past weekend. Take it away, Jake.
Before we get into Chicagoland, I think we got something else we got to talk about, Evan.
I think we do.
Yeah, what happened to last week's episode?
Our editor is out of town on vacation, and I'm not doing that shit. So you get a double whammy this week.
And that's great. As you guys don't know, actually, Evan's a huge fan of soccer. He was too busy watching the World Cup this week to edit the video. No, that is true. Don't listen to Evan.
No.
Um, but we have both of them uploaded this week, so you're welcome, I guess. But let's get into Chicagoland. The first time we've been at Chicagoland since 2019. Alex Bowman won that race. He did not win this week, but I think it's nice to see some of the tracks we haven't seen in a while make a comeback, kind of change things up a little bit in the schedule. It got me thinking, Evan, are there any other tracks that we haven't seen in a while that you want to see make a comeback?
I want to see Kentucky Speedway come back
Mm,
because it's close to me, but that's about it. Also, I think it was just a cool track, just another oval. But yeah, get rid of a road course and add Kentucky back.
is Kentucky in any condition to be added back at the moment?
Probably not. It needs to be fixed up a little bit, I'm assuming. But yeah,
Is the grass like growing on the track and stuff?
I couldn't tell you. I think I saw something about that a while ago, but I don't have anything to fact check that.
I mean, 1 or 2 years ago, Carson Hocevar posted on his YouTube channel exploring an abandoned NASCAR track, and it was Chicagoland. And it looked rough, but they got it in shape. I think that they could get Kentucky in shape by like 2028. How about
That
it?
would be great. That would be great.
All right,
Love to see it.
hopefully me and Evan will be at Kentucky in 2028, and then
hmm
Chase Briscoe will win.
Yeah, and it'll be great.
Mm. But Chicagoland, not a great week for Connor Zilich again. He was taken to Torture City, uh, like he has been most weeks this year. He crashed on the first lap, which is his fourth last place finish of the season. By far the most last place finishes this season. Only two other drivers have multiple last place finishes. Do you have a guess as to which those drivers could be?
One Tyler Reddick.
No, he only has one.
Mm, I don't have another guess then.
Look at your hat, man.
Chase Briscoe.
Briscoe has two last place finishes. The other one is Christopher Bell. Both of them have two last place finishes so far this season. No match to Connor Zilich's four, but I was kind of surprised to see that.
Yeah.
Um, just to put in perspective how crazy four last place finishes is, in one season, Kevin Harvick had 826 starts in his career and had four last place finishes throughout his entire career. Connor Zilich is having a generationally terrible season, but it got me thinking, does Connor Zilich break the record? The most last place finishes in a season is six. That was Derek Cope, who who owns that record, unfortunately. Do we think Connor
What
Zilich can
year was
get to
that?
2002, I think,
Okay.
something like that, around there. But do we think Connor Zilich gets to six or more?
100%. Yeah, there's no way. He's just dog trash.
Absolutely. I we only have like what, six or seven left, races left.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
two last place finishes out of the last six. I think that's possible. At this point,
hmm
I hope it happens. I like Connor Zilich,
Yeah.
but honestly, I hope it happens.
Got to break records somehow.
Exactly, that's what they all say. But do you know who has the most last place finishes of all time? It is a current driver. He's on the older side, obviously, but maybe not
Most.
one that you'd expect. The number is 36 last place finishes in the Cup Series all time.
The Dinger?
I knew you would say the Dinger. It's not the Dinger.
I don't know.
Another old guy. It was Michael McDowell, the most
Oh, that
last
makes
place
sense.
finishes in Cup
Totally
Series
forgot he
history.
raced.
Yeah, he's a very forgettable guy, but I mean, in
Hmm.
the midst of this generationally terrible run, do we think Zilich needs to go back to the O'Reilly series?
Yes. I say we give Love a chance in the 21 and he's going to dominate, and we kick Zillage back to the O'Reilly series, and all will be good.
But I want to see Zilich and Love race together.
It ain't going to be a race. Love's going to smoke him.
Yeah, unfortunately that does look like how it's gonna end up. But maybe he'll be better next year. Um, but another terrible finish. Tyler Reddick, for the second week in a row, his car malfunctioned, leaking fluid all over the place. It got all on the side of his car, all in his windshield. Ended up 36th place. Denny grows his lead to 44 points. Can Tyler Reddick get his lead back, or is it over?
I think it's over. Denny Hamlin's got to keep staying strong for the next few races, get to the playoffs, and probably stay strong all the way to the end. Probably. I don't see him winning, but um, yeah, there's no way Tyler Reddick's going to keep up.
Yeah, Tyler Reddick, he had that hot start. I think that's over now. I think Denny has it in the bag, and I think he has the playoffs in the bag, the chase in the bag, and the championship in the bag as well. 2026 is the year of Denny Hamlin. I think that he's going to do it. No matter what you say, it's going to happen. But let,
Okay.
let's get away from the bad stuff, right? We talked about Zillage crashing. We talked about Reddick's car malfunctioning. One of the best performances of the day, William Byron swept both stages and led 94 laps, the most of any driver of the day. No wins yet this season, but he's looking pretty good. He's 12th in the standings at the moment. With such a strong performance today, you have to imagine he gets a win here soon, right?
Yeah, he's known to do better later in the season when it really matters. Um, so I see him finding something. Hendricks will give him a better car, or I think he has a good car. I just think he needs to step it up a little bit. But yeah, he'll do fine.
I think he gets a win here soon. I think it's bound to happen. For as good of a driver as Byron is, it's bound to happen eventually. But another great performance. I know you're happy about this one, Evan. Bubba Wallace, fastest lap of the day, led 35 laps throughout the race. He's heating up. He's been a bit inconsistent, but he's looking pretty nice lately. 13th in the
One off.
standings. One off. You can't say a one off. He had second place at the San Diego. He didn't look terrible last week at Sonoma. Sixth place at Chicagoland. I mean, I think the late playoff push is here. He's up by at least 70 points above the cut line right now. And it's looking good for him. What are the expectations for Bubba Wallace at the moment?
I think he gets into the chase. He's not gonna make it far. Something's gonna go to crap. And yeah, no explanation. It's just
No, we're winning the Brickyard. We're winning the Brickyard for the second year in a row. Okay? We're getting into the chase and we're going to make a Cinderella run.
no.
We're going to get there. It's going to
Nope.
be him and Denny Hamlin fighting for the championship. Final race, Miami Homestead. And Denny Hamlin beats him by one position. What do we think? Is that cinema or what?
Nope. Neither of them. Then Briscoe's gonna come out of nowhere and beat both of them.
All right, whatever. But speaking of Briscoe, he did win this race.
I know, great. What was it
Um,
last episode? You were making fun of me for picking Briscoe. Now look at
Well,
you.
you picked Briscoe every week.
And look what happened.
Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
Just so happened to be right this time. But let's if we wanna go based on predictions here, I have two predictions correct during our podcast. This is your first one. You got to catch up to me. You got to catch up to me. I'm in charge
Hocevar,
here.
next week,
Host of our
I'll
next
have
week.
two.
No,
Guaranteed.
I'm thinking I'm getting my third prediction correct next week. I'll save my prediction for the end.
Okay.
But I'm on top right now, buddy.
No, you're not that guy.
I am that guy, pal. I am that guy. Okay. But Briscoe did win, unfortunately. I don't know. I don't hate Briscoe. I would say I even like Briscoe, but the fact that you got it right is making me mad.
It was great. He got out of the car. He said he felt so American, which I've never felt more American either, with Chase Briscoe in the Bass Pro Shop American flag car crossing that finish line. It was cinema.
You know what? I've never felt more American watching the United States men's national team beat the crap out of
Soccer is
Bosnia.
the most un-American sport I've ever seen in my life.
You know what? You're right, but I've been having fun watching it. But I've been having fun watching NASCAR too. All right. But the World Cup, man, it doesn't compare. I'm sorry.
Oh
But
my.
we did lose to Belgium, but how many Daytona 500s has Belgium ever won?
Exactly.
Zero.
Exactly.
So it does, who cares? Nobody. All right. We need to keep talking about Briscoe.
Oh yeah.
He's eighth place in the standings right now, looking very
Hmm.
good in terms of the playoffs at the moment. He was top four in the playoffs last year. How far do you think Briscoe makes it into the chase this year?
I think he wins the whole thing.
No, no, he's not.
Chase Briscoe, he made it to the top four last year in the old format. I think he can hold his own for the 10 race chase and win on top. It's either him
He
or Hocevar.
he has six career wins.
Okay.
When was the last time someone with six career wins won the whole thing? Never, probably.
Mm,
Don't fact
mm,
check me on that, please.
I guarantee you there's someone.
I don't care enough to fact check it. But
Okay.
congratulations, Chase Briscoe, his first win of the season in prime position now for the chase. But a great performance by Christopher Bell, almost beat out Briscoe, comes second place. His fourth second place finish this season, the most by any driver this season. When's Christopher Bell gonna get a win, man? It feels like he's been
I
doing
hope
it.
never. I hope never. Never been a fan. He looks like an 8-year-old. No.
But
I
he
don't see a win this year.
he's been racing very good, even with his very dramatic crash and injury. I think it's quite impressive. I think it's bound to happen eventually. Christopher Bell getting a win,
Maybe.
and he is in 10th right now in the standings for the chase. How do you foresee Christopher Bell's playoff chances?
He's in 10th now, you said?
10th.
He's gonna make it in the chase. He's not gonna make it far.
Fair enough. But another interesting statistic from the finish of this race, seven Toyotas in the top 10, the most ever for any race. What's happening with the Toyotas, man?
They've been cooking this year. Ford's done absolutely awful.
Except for
I
maybe
don't know what
Blaney.
they're doing. It may be Blaney, yeah. Um, Chevy, mid, but Toyota, I don't know. I wish we still had Dodge, but
Aren't they coming
yeah,
back?
Ram came back to the truck series, which I
Mm,
guess is Dodge.
I see.
But yeah, hopefully we'll see Dodge. I don't like
Hopefully.
Toyota.
What? Because why?
It's not American.
All right. It was just July 4th, so I'll give you a pass on that one. All right.
Okay.
Let's move on to the in-season challenge, where
Hmm.
the first week you did great. You
And I
had,
believe I went 6-8.
I think it was either 6 or 5. But we did say last week that the goal was 7 out of 8, so you didn't miss your goal, whatever it was. I think I had you down for 5. I could be wrong about that, but if it was 5, you have 18 of 24 right so far, which is 75%. That's not bad, right?
Okay.
Let's review it here. So the matchups were Bowman and Cindric, and you said Bowman would move on, which was correct.
Hmm.
Then we had Gilliland and Hocevar. Gilliland moved
Which
on there.
Gil and yep.
So that was wrong for you because Hocevar and Zane Smith had a little rekindling of some bad blood there. Each of those guys in their 100th start uh, crashed each other out there.
Hmm.
So you lose that one. So we're 1 for 2. Then we had Briscoe and Gibbs. You said Briscoe. That was
Yep.
correct. McDowell and Elliott. Elliott moved on, so that was correct. Then we had Denny versus Eric Jones. Did you say Denny or Eric?
I'm pretty sure Denny.
I think so. Okay, so that was correct. Then we had Busher and Bell. You said Busher.
Uh-huh.
That was
And Bell
incorrect.
won that. Yeah.
Yes. Byron and Larson. You had Byron. You know what? Okay, yeah, with Denny you were 6 for 8. That's that's pretty good. So that means you're at
Yep.
19 of 24, which in percentage is 79. So we're at a
Okay.
C plus right now.
Good enough for me.
So we have, what is it? 4? Yeah, 4 matchups next week. Are we looking for 3 for 4? Or are we looking for a sweep here?
Looking for a sweep.
Looking for a sweep. All right, we're confident. I like it. So let's go through this here. Bowman and Gilliland.
Where are we next? Atlanta. I'm gonna
That is
go
true.
with hmm.
Will the 32 seed Cinderella take it to the semifinals?
I'm gonna give it to Gilland.
Gilliland moves on to the semifinals. Then we have Briscoe and Chase Elliott.
Briscoe.
Thought so. Denny and Christopher. That's a tough one.
Give it to Bell.
Bell moves on. Byron and Blaney.
Byron.
Byron moves on. So then we have Briscoe and Gilliland.
We go with Briscoe.
Briscoe. And then I assume we're going to move Byron on against Christopher Bell because that was your original pick.
Yes.
And then we have Willie B beating Briscoe to win it all. Or are we changing it up?
Mm-hmm. We're
All
going
right.
with Willie B.
All right. Willie B, Evan's original pick, sticking with it here. Some other interesting uh, facts about the matchups in this race. William Byron moves on because Larson spun out just randomly. But he still sits at 6 in the standings with no wins in the last 42 races. Last year's champion on a huge drought. What's going on there?
Kyle Larson sucks. Kyle Larson, he won Bristol last year when I went in April. April 23rd, I think it was
You
that
were
I
very
went.
mad.
Might have been the 13th. I was pissed. Um, he's probably no, he's not my least favorite driver. That's a lie. He's really down there of my least favorite.
If that's not the least favorite, who is then?
That's a good question. Probably Denny Hamlin, but
What?
or no, no,
Denny?
no, no. I lied. Bubba Wallace. Um,
No! What is wrong with you?
Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, Denny Hamlin,
Okay,
Christopher Bell, Kyle
random?
Larson, Joey Logano.
Yeah, I'd assume Logano would be below Larson at least.
Yes, I hate Logano, except he can't do crap,
Yeah,
just
he
like
sucks.
Larson. Yeah. Um, yeah, Kyle Larson. Back to that. He sucks. He may win a race by the end of the season. I think it's gonna be too late. He's not gonna get enough points to win anything. Um, he won by luck last year with the
Absolutely.
old format, which I think was stupid. I like this chase a lot more.
It should have
Um,
been Denny. It should have been Denny last year. And William Byron had to fuck that all up
it
for everybody.
should have been Willie B, but his tire 3 laps down blew out.
William Byron is a sleeper agent for Hendrick, and he just wanted to make sure that one of his teammates won instead of Denny. I sense an investigation. We need to investigate Hendrick Motorsports. We need to investigate William Byron. We need to investigate Kyle Larson and get them all kicked out of the sport. What do we think?
I agree with it all except Willie B. I want Willie B.
All right, I can make an exception. That's okay.
We like Willie B. But yeah, Kyle Larson, not a good driver. Everyone glazes him. He's stupid. Yes. Next question.
Shane Van Gisbergen took out Austin Hill. It did not work well for him because he did lose to Ryan Blaney there, but it seemed like there was some revenge going on for what Austin Hill did to Shane Van Gisbergen at San Diego. And Austin Hill's team was mad, very mad. The spotter on the radio called him Shane Van Guggenheimer, which sounds kind of racist.
I think that's a good one. I don't know.
I mean,
Never
it
heard
wasn't
that.
it wasn't even close to his real
Yeah.
name. If I was Shane Van Gisbergen, I'd be offended. I would start a
I
fight.
good.
Good,
You know what?
because we want
Screw Vin
fights.
Ginsburg. I don't like Vin.
What?
He's down there on my list. He's no.
Your hate list is longer than your like list, man.
It's about 30 long.
30 long. Okay. But SVG responded by saying, "Oh yeah, I had a talk with Austin Hill, and all he would do is grunt at me."
There's
I would
nothing to
I would
say to
love to see
stupid.
that. Nothing to say to stupid. So you're on Austin
Mm-hmm.
Hill's side here,
Mm-hmm.
the one who couldn't race at San Diego and caused a big crash.
Yep. Well, he took out Van Ginsburg, so I love him.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't like him, but
Yeah, I was gonna say you do
I'm on his
not like
side
Austin
here.
Hill. But anyway, that was really it for Chicagoland. Pretty good race. Good result for you at least, with Briscoe
Yep.
taking the win.
It's great.
Um, but we got Atlanta Part 2 next week at Echo Park. Tyler Reddick was the winner earlier this season. Evan, you said you were going to go with Hocevar.
Yes. I
Why?
see him. Because he's been doing good. I mean, there was that little slip up this phrase, but he won. No, he didn't win. He came second in the truck race the first time around. And if I remember correctly, he did okay for the actual cup race. I could see him pulling through and getting a win at another mile and a half.
That would be his second win of the season, but I'm going to have to disagree with you, and I think that I have the winner here. I think that it's going to be William Byron, a two-time back-to-back winner in 2022 and 2023. William Byron, we were talking about him earlier, looked very good at Chicagoland. And like you said, he always heats up near the end. I think that he's going to get his first win of the season next week. What do we think about that one, Evan? Would that be nice?
Yeah, I would be fine with that, but I still think it's going to be Hocevar.
Mm-mm. I guess we'll see next week at Atlanta. Cue the outro.
Thank you, everyone, for watching the Drafting Delusions NASCAR podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe. And next week we have Atlanta. We'll be back with another episode on time. And
Good luck.
we hope to see you next week. Peace.